the build-up between a big clash between Ban and King, I feel like this is going to get closer and closer with each chapter of Taizai that we keep seeing. So we see from the start of this chapter, we see that Ban wanted to show something like very personal to King and stuff. Like he wanted to show him like in the forest and all that, because everyone's like kind of ridiculing King and stuff, like saying, "Oh no, you're a fucking like fake, you're a horrible person, Harley Quinn." And I don't know, I just felt like at the start of this chapter, it kind of got a little bit emotional when like Ban just showed him Elaine just there. Like, I'm not gonna question why she's naked or anything. Just like she's just lying there in like a bed of flowers, and he's like there tearing up, seeing that his sister's just there. Like her body's like in like perfect condition. Like she never got. It looks like she's just in like some eternal sleep. Never like you never would have known that she died or something like that. And it's like. It seems like Ban is becoming a lot more of a deeper character than originally. Because when we originally got first introduced to Ban, he was like, oh, he's the jokester and all that. He's the kind of, like, he's Hisoka, psychopath kind of guy like that. And this arc is very much building him up to be a lot more deeper and a lot more thought-provoking character. Because he's like they're talking, everyone's like, oh, no, you're a bear king and all that. Then Harley Quinn and all that. He left, you know, his sister to die, the forest and all that. And he's saying, look, I'm not a good king either. Like, I nearly killed my best friend, the one and only friend that I have, just so I can revive one girl. What kind of king does that make me? And I was like, that kind of speaks some truth there. And it's like, even like Jericho's like there, like shocked as anything to see, you know, what is this? What's going on? And to see like how much like Elaine means to Ban, because he's like there smiling and just happy. And it's like, this is like the one and only time that he was genuinely, you know, happy and found something in his life that he cared for. Like a lot of the time he's just like this wanderer and all that. And it's like, the only people that he's ever genuinely cared for is, you know, like the Sins and Elaine. And Elaine meant the world to him. And, you know, they're pretty much the only things that he's got left. But I feel that definitely there's going to be a clash between Ban and King. Definitely to show, like, one, to also become the new king of the fairy forest. But also as well, I feel like they just need to settle a score. Because, you know, they had that little clash, like, beforehand in, like, this... in the land of the dead and stuff like that, so they definitely need to have their clash and, you know, settle things once and for it. So like, oh, King wins, then you're gonna have to let go about, you know, going after my sister and stuff like that and reviving, you know, like this whole plan of revenge and stuff. And if like Ban wins, then, you know, he's allowed to keep going on his journey and never return to the Sins ever again or something like that. So it's very interesting to see that. Like, I really want to see more of Ban and all that. We've seen like how crazy he can get with fight when he's Meliodas, but it makes me wonder, a full fight, you know, between King and Ban. Like, how the hell is this going to go down? Because remember, he's got his magical items like that. And also, we've seen, you know, Ban can do some crazy shit. Ban can, like, just use physical hunt and just, like, literally just take all your energy and stuff like that and just absolutely destroy us. And it's like, and not to mention some of the part of him being immortal. Like, you've got to just stop him somehow. Like, how can you really stop someone like Ban the Immortal? Like, he's freaking indestructible at this point. So, it definitely makes that. One thing that was really shocking about this chapter when, like, he was just there, like, King was just there after, like, Oslo dried off some of the fairies. He was just there, like, crying, and he saw Helbrum in his, like, helmet. And it seems like the soul of Helbrum is still living within him. And it's saying, like, I got kicked out of the land of the dead. It's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm all right, King. You're right. Like, I was just there, like, they're literally having banter right now, just talking, and it's like, King is just there crying. Like, his friend is, like, returned to him in a way. Very interesting was about Hendrickson. Like, he's saying, oh, I need to tell you something about Hendrickson. It's like, oh, what, is he dead or something? And he said, no. So one that confirms that Hendrickson's still alive. Like, that's one thing that it sounded like he was saying, like, and not to mention as well, like, what is he, like, talking about? He must have been talking about, you know, the coffin, like, the darkness coffin, like, the eternal, like, darkness and stuff. Is that actually, like, you know, maybe he knows the location of where it's at now? Like, maybe he has some information about who this next big villain's supposed to be? Like, who knows, like, what's going to happen to. And then, not to mention the ending of the chapter is, like, where you get to see, like, you know, Diane and stuff like that, like, all there, about to really, receive their awards, and it's like a, like, Meliodas says, objection, right at the end. It's like, I wonder why he's saying that. Like, is he just saying, like, oh, we haven't really done anything to save the kingdom or something? Or is that just Meliodas being a dick or something like that? Who knows? But it's like, I don't know, I felt really bad for King in this chapter. It's just like when he felt like he's nothing, he didn't got the sins or anything. They're in a time of peace, so you don't need the sins. And then also his way, he's like, you know, Diane's probably better off without me. And I was like, God damn, King kind of feels like he's just like a wanderer now himself. He just came there to, like, just chill and, like, you know, see what Ban was up to him. And now he's just realized, I've really got nothing. Yeah, I had that one time with, like, Diane. Like, me and her got to enjoy ourselves at the festival, but he's really got nothing. He's got no home really to call his own anymore. He's got, like, he's lost his sister. Like, he lost everything pretty much. And I don't know, I thought this chapter really did well of that. But it was just a lot of build up into this chapter and that interesting bit at the end saying, you know, why is Meliodas saying no to that sort of stuff? And it was like, saying an objection. So I'm going to give this one a 7 this week. I really did enjoy this one. Taizai, just a lot of build-up, kind of leading up more into Barn's character and also with King as well. So I did like it did expand a little bit too on these two characters right there, and also that stuff with Elaine. But let me know anything in the comment section down below. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.